Hello, it's me Sudhakaran. So in this video, we'll be seeing about an interesting topic, which is actually Squid Game. So Squid Game is a famous Korean series. Actually, it is a very trending right now. So why I actually took this topic in the sense it is completely related to programming. Okay, so how and why it's related to programming and how can we get ideas from that? That's what we gonna see in this video. So without wasting any time, get started. Okay, now let us see what is exactly the Squid Game is. Okay, so the Squid Game is nothing but there will be a doll and a group of people. The group of people will be moving when the doll is not seeing them. Okay, so when the doll turns towards the people should not move. If they are in, if the doll sees anyone, notifies anyone in a motion state, in the sense the doll will terminate them, the death. Okay, so that is exactly called as in a Squid Game. So how this can be related to programming, we are going to see that. Okay, so without wasting any time, let's see what can we learn from this to programming. So the first idea is there are lot of solution for one program. Okay, so consider like if your teacher gives you a program to solve, you and your friends are solving, and your friend solves it in 5 minutes. Okay, and you are a beginner, you should not give up. Okay, so you, if you are well versed to learn that, you can even solve it in 2 minutes. Okay, like for example, if you take a sorting an array, actually there are problems and programs and solutions to solve it in 5 lines or 10 lines. Instead I can solve it in 2 lines. Okay, so that thing I have given already in the YouTube video, like how to solve that, and if you haven't checked it out, I'll give you the icon and you can have a look at that. So that is the first idea. Coming back to the second idea. Okay, so second idea is nothing but help others when they need, they'll help you when you need someday. Okay, so this obviously this will actually apply to our normal life, but instead when we take into the programming life, if you help your friend in a programming, he or she are well versed in different programming language, whereas you have to learn someday that programming language which they are well versed. So at that time they can help you. Okay, so help your peers so that they can also grow and you can also grow. Okay, solve them, like help them to solve their problems in programming. At the same time, if they are well versed in some other programming languages which you need, obviously they'll help you. Okay, so don't stop helping people in programming. So the third idea is very important, and you have to take very much important steps to that. The third idea is get rid of the errors and bugs, or they will harm you later. Okay, so basically bugs and errors happens and occurs in programming for every programmers, even he is a pro or a noob, everyone's get that. But the thing is we have to rectify that errors. Okay, so we should not take that errors as very simple, because there are few programs and problems. Obviously, like as a students, we don't the errors does not impact us much. But when you take as a developer, or you have a developing career, in the sense you have to take it as a very important, because there are a lot of servers running there, and there are a lot of GPUs and CPUs running out there. And if your programs takes much memory, it might crash your server, and it might crash your machines and PCs. So that will create much impact when you haven't rectified that bug. So any bug can form or impact a bigger amount of the problems. So get rid of the problems as soon as possible, or it will definitely impact your career later. The fourth idea is programming discipline, completely very important. The thing is, your code should not be messy. Why? In the sense, like consider you are a developer. Okay, so you have to develop a app or website, and you are going to combine with other developer. But instead, when other developer like taking a look on your code, he or she should understand that. Am I correct? Yes, exactly. So when they understand that, then it is easier you to collaborate with them for further proceedings. Whereas, like, of course, though your code is very good and is giving your output, unless and until it gets, very clear about to other developers, you can't collaborate. Okay, so you have to make very you know priority. You have to make your code very disciplined, in the sense like you have to arrange it, the indentation should be correct, and please add comment. Okay, so it doesn't make any impact, but when some other developer sees your code, taking a look on your code, then that will be easy for them to understand what you've actually done in that step. So please don't make your code messy. You can also follow this step in your interview process, so that the HR or interviewer might find you that you are clean one in your coding part. Okay, so don't make your code messy. The fifth one is completely, very important as like a fourth one. So what is in the sense? Get yourself a coding buddy. Most of the people make many mistakes that we'll be searching resources on internet and as well as in YouTube and many stuff, and we'll be trying that. But eventually what happens in the sense, like when we get errors or when we get more amount of compilation bugs and such stuff, we might lost interest because we might not able to solve that. So at that time we might, okay, we can't do that, so we'll be moving on to the next. So that is the biggest mistake ever done by anyone. So when you have a coding buddy, for example, when you have your junior or senior who done very good in that coding part, in the sense like you can exactly chat with them, and you can solve that problem, so that you can learn that programming well versed, and you can complete that programming part, right? So unless, like, for example, if you're doing a code and if you're in a programming part or in a project, whereas there are a lot of bugs and errors, in the sense like for it is advisable to ask for a help from people who are good at coding, instead of moving it off. Okay, so you should not give up just because you got errors and bugs. You should actually ask help. Okay, so that will make you a better coder. Okay, so this is the last one, and which is my favorite. So don't go for money. Okay, so just because you learnt coding, that doesn't mean the coding brings you money lot. Okay, of course it does when you gain that amount of knowledge. Learn coding for money. Okay, so that is a basically a wrong method everyone follows. Okay, not everyone, many of the one. So learn code for knowledge. Okay, increase your knowledge by coding, so that is eventually get you money by either placements, or you can start your own startup, website, apps, freelancers, many things. Okay, so learn coding for knowledge and not for money. Okay, so these are the few important steps and ideas I got from Squid. So you can also have a look at your programming life, and you can also relate this to programming, and do start learn programming. And please don't forget to subscribe and share this video, so that it might help to the people who are actually striving to work with programming. So see you guys in the next interesting video.